many Shulchan Aruchs on page 437. Dina Hoshana Rabbah, Shmini Atzeres, or Simple Torah. That's what's coming up now. In Yonah the Yoma.
Page 437.
437.
סימן תפורם חס.
You just got it there, no? So, Bayem Shishi Shal Chol HaMoed. Ubechutz was Bayem HaChamishi. In Eretz Yisrael, there's only one day Yom Tov. So there's a bigger Chol HaMoed. Because Shmini Atzeres was still the 8th day. So by us was 2 days Yom Tov. So Chol HaMoed is only 5 days. Hu Hoshana Rabbah. Noegim Guyas Ne'urim Balayla. The minhag is to stay awake at night. Shalofanu, the night before. Lasek B'Torah. K'moi Shenitzvah Saseda. Our minhag is that we go through the Chumash Dvarim one time.
In the shuls they had, in the Ashkenaz shul, they take out the Sefer Torah and they read from the Sefer Torah.
Yeah, I know.
No, Shulchan Torah, but I did have 3 Aliyahs in Zaysa Bracha.
3 of them.
Hoshana Rabbah, they read the whole Seder Dvarim. Instead of from a book, you read it from the Sefer Torah.
And they call someone up?
No one's called up. And different guys take over because it's a shalom thing. I can't like the whole Chumash.
Started by Shkia?
No, it started by 12 o'clock, whatever it is.
No, but I'm saying for in general.
We started 1 o'clock. I don't know what time. No, we didn't start earlier.
It says that what's the reason why there's special tefillas and everything? He says, Lefisha b'chag nidainim alamayim. On Sukkot, that's the time when there's general things that other than Rosh Hashanah, and then there's special days. So during Sukkot, that's why we have the tefillah of Geshem also. Shekol chaya odom tluyim b'mayim. Everything's dependent on water. V'hayayim hu yayim achar shel chag. This day, Hoshana Rabbah, is the last day of the Yom Tov, because after that starts Shmini Atzeres, and Shmini Atzeres is a regal b'fnei atzma, is a separate for itself. V'hakol ha'il achachitim, and everything goes according to the end, the way it ends, the sign of, so to say. B'shachas in the morning, this was at night, and b'shachas in the morning, marbim ketzas b'neides, b'beis HaKnesses. In the candles, the shuls, they used to have candlelight. So the candles is an idea of simcha, k'moi b'yem b'kippurim. U'shliach tzibur leivish as a kittel, which we don't do in Lubavitch. I remember when I say, like shakas in the morning after Haidu.
They read all the way till Rosh Hashanah.
V'ayimim gam mizmor l'soida. V'ein ayimim nishmas. Ayimim ein kamaycha. Shema Yisrael. Kamay b'yantay b'tushas musaf. Ayimim naritzcha. When we say Kesa, Ashkenaz doesn't say Kesa. Ashkenaz says in Vashachas in Agdishach, and by Mincha and by Musaf it's Naritza.
What's Ein Kamaycha? What's his Ein Kamaycha?
It's what we say Ato Reisonu.
Ein Kamaycha l'Elokim Hashem Ekem Asecha?
Yeah. Now, this is not the minhag in Lubavitch. In Lubavitch, Hoshana Rabbah is not a big event, so to say. It's a regular davening. Just the part of Hoshana is there's a few extra pages of people. So they say it off and they clap their shyness and you go home. By Ungarische, and also in other communities, it's a avodah of a whole day. They start davening in the morning, regular time, like I think they always start about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it goes on till mamash. I remember when I grew up in Williamsburg. I remember when we were going to shul to mincha. So they were coming home from shul from the avodah, and by them the famous drushes that the Satmar Rabbanim give is by Hoshaina. They pick always a piece and they darshan on it, and it's
They say Yotzes also in the morning.
well, it's a whole avodah with them.
Yeah, but when do they eat?
I'm telling you, they rush home to eat the Suda.
Before
Yeah.
Yom Tov comes in.
And they hold the Rabbeinu Tam Shkia, so they have an extra few minutes. And they all wear kippun, just like Yom Kippur. The whole Seder Avodah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Minig Nevi'im, it's a minig which was instituted by the Nevi'im. Shekol echad yito b'yom hazeh arava miyachedes bilvad harava shabululu. This is a Seder in the Beis Hamikdash. In the Beis Hamikdash on Hoshana Rabbah, they would surround the Mizbeach with aravas, and so that's to remember. Whatever halachas apply to arava, but mainly so like I explained last time, people look if there's a top leaf. That's not important. If there is a top leaf or not, it's kosher. If the leaf is chopped, it's kosher. The problem is if the stem, if it's niktam roishay, if the stem where the leaf comes out from is that cut or chipped off, that's a puzzle. And by some people, there are two types of aravas. I explained this last time. There's a arava with zegach and arava without zegach. So in America, there's a mall. It used to be, the bachum that had places where you found a tree to cut aravas. But the more popular arava, like in all the shuls, the more popular arava is what's called the weeping willow tree.
What's it called?
Weeping willow. It's big trees,
Long aravas.
and you see them growing places. There's some around here also, and those are aravas with zagrach. But now you'll see by 770, they sell from Eretz Yisrael tzvas aravas. The tzvas aravas and that aravas, I don't understand why, but many people in Eretz Yisrael, the aravas that they use are what we call the aravas with zagrach. And I don't know, but right?
With the little,
Huh?
with little balls.
No, he's talking about having they're not smooth round like that. They have little saw-like ends to them.
I don't know, the one I've seen just like these ones.
Oh.
Even though these ones are very green, but
Well, I could tell you that my son this year's in Eretz Yisrael for Sukkot, and there's a problem. Usually, I get a segment of love for the family. For those that went to Eretz Yisrael, I didn't get because there's a problem to bring it into Eretz Yisrael.
It's a fruit.
So he tells me that in Yerushalayim there's a shuk where they have all different type of esrogim and
Yeah, it's a
everything.
big thing.
It's shuk. And so he said he bought everything over there by the shuk, and he said, being that it was a little bit cheaper relative to America, because over there he's with the dollar, and the dollar today is good in Eretz Yisrael. So he said he let himself spend money for aravas, and they had what we call here mansi aravas.
Oh, yeah.
They get flown into Eretz Yisrael,
Really?
and they sell them mansi aravas.
Interesting.
So, and he told me all the other people. I mean, in my family we know the arava business, So it was most of it was what we call weeping willow trees. Some of there's a similar some that's a bigger zegel. That's some of why they allowed to use it. She says, "V'chol paisel ba'arova shabalula paisel gam ba'arova zu." L'chein therefore lo yikatzenu Yisrael ba'atzmei l'tzachei. Now the question is, so where do you get them? You have to go out to the fields. They usually grow, along the water, or they can go any place. They can be on a rubber bush. Now, so it's a shaga of Gezela.
That's the Lochain, that's what he's saying?
That's what he's saying. So therefore he's saying, Lo yikatzenu Yisrael ba'atzmei. The shaila is that by Gezela there's a din of Yish and a din of Shina Rishus. So the shaila of Yish alone is kaina, but Shina Rishus is kaina. So therefore he says, Lo yikatzenu Yisrael ba'atzmei l'tzachei elo she'im noshu afilu roiv olav is also kshedim. Because just like by the Dalit Minim Gezel is possible, he's saying the same thing by Rava Gezel is possible. Remember, being a Gezel is possible, so therefore he says, don't do it yourself. Someone else, if someone cut it and sold it to you, so the Shina the Shus already. So it's
does that also work for Schach?
Well, I mentioned when we were in Schach, I mentioned that years ago, people used to go on the highway that goes like by Kanasi,
Right.
over there by the water. They used to grow these tall pieces of schach with the fuzz on top, like with the I don't know what it's called. And Zirkin had a letter from the city or something, some officer that gave him permission to. But Phil Ola Echad, but Echad is also ksheira. Mikol Makom, Hida Mitzahu, Sheyeh Ba'olam Habit, there should be a lot of leaves on it. Va'badem Aruchim, this is called the bottom, where it comes off from. Va'minig HaYofer, V'kachas Chamisha Badem, V'oigden Oisei Ba'alei HaLulav, and over here they do it with rubber bands. In my days, we used to pay the boys like a penny, and for where did I get lulavim? Because during the week of Chalmai, Tzach had a lot of lulavim, and then they would throw it out. They didn't need it, So we would make strips, small strips, and bind it, and not with rubber bands. It's much easier with a rubber band. But they don't even know about this when you have it.
It's a problem? The rubber band is a problem?
It's a minig. That's part of the minig.
The minig is that it should be part of the lulav. That should be with the lulav.
Not part of the
No, it
lulav.
should be
You take the leaf of the
What
lulav,
I do,
and
you take off the two rings. I take one ring and I use it for my herbs.
So you're supposed to take off the rubber bands when you do it.
huh?
You're supposed to take off the rubber bands.
What are you gonna do with the ring?
What?
Yeah, but
If you have a piece of lulav, take off
pull
the
out one strip of
rubber
the
band
And put it on this.
and put
I
on
just
it.
said if you got before hollow, you take out the last two rings on the top. Moshe, you take off two rings before hollow, and the Hosha'ana is after hollow. Take one of those rings, take off the rubber band, and put one of those rings on the bottom of the.
That's why he has 5 rings on the lulav, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay.
Problem is that I do 3 Arabs, they only gonna have 2 rings, but okay, we'll work it out.
It's really that creative. Gets schneiden in ring. Yeah, you have to come prepared.
Ein roikchen oise im lulav b'yachad. You don't tie it together with the lulav.
It's be too much.
You keep it separate from the lulav. Elo, kishemagin l'sana amunim. That's part of the tefillas that we say by the Hoshanas. Manichen es a lulav. The whole time when you were saying shyness, you're holding on to the lulav. Over here, you put down the lulav. B'ha esrog, and you put down the esrog. V'noitrin oisa, and you take the bunch of aravas. L'fi she'oz nispalim al hamayim, because that's the time when you pray for the water. U'acha gemar ha'ishainis, after you finish the ishainis, minanim ino, you shake it, v'achakach chaytven oyser b'kaka, you knock it on the floor, chomesh from 5 times, v'dai bazeh, and this is enough. Some people think you have to keep knocking till all the leaves go off.
That's the fun.
And if the leaves didn't go off, you're not yaitza. So he says, no, you have to just do it 5 times, and with that, that's enough. After you do this knocking on the ground, loy yizakenu ala kaka, don't just throw it away. Mishum bizum mitzvah. It's a thing that you did a mitzvah to. V'tayv latzniya, and it's good. It's a good idea to hold it. Lashlicha, in order to throw it, b'tayv chatano she'oifem matzos, because once you did a mitzvah at one time, to do another time. Haya v'savet b'choda mitzvah, v'savet b'mitzvah achrita. So this is gathered in Kaf HaChaim, Kaf HaChaim. He brings that that the arava is a very important thing, and some people take it home and they sleep on it, and it helps not to have bad dreams.
Really?
Yeah, as
Kaf HaChaim?
I think I saw it in Kaf HaChaim.
If you look at the Rebbe's video, after the Rebbe minds it 5 times, he just throws it onto the side.
On the floor?
You have to see
Other
the-
people throw it on the Aron Kodesh.
Yeah, okay, that's one thing.
That is a story.
Yeah, but what's in you throwing on the Aron Kodesh?
Because they want to save it there till Erev
Because they
Pesach.
want to
They
save
clean
it,
Erev
yeah,
Pesach, they put
yeah.
it there.
And when they clean up before Pesach, they'll take the aravas.
It could be the Rebbe knew that David Gorn is going to take it.
Huh?
Shabbos and take over the rubbish.
I told them, instead of burning it, they put it on the garbage. But it's a good thing just to be aware. I notice this in the morning. When I sit in shul, people are going to make the bracha on Lulav Nesek. And people don't realize it. I mean, I'm careful because I'm aware of it. They go to the Lulav Nesek, they take the Lulav Nesek, and they're holding it the thing like this, and they're going to make the bracha in the
They
sukkah.
already did the mitzvah.
I said to him, what are you going to make a bracha on? You just put your Lulav Nesek together.
Me
You did the mitzvah already.
Me the agbe kanya shait. Once you pick it up.
And was that can ich machen gebrochen jemals?
No, you take the lulav in your bag, take the lulav or the esrog in your box. He said you shouldn't take the lulav and the esrog and then go to the sukkah.
Somebody asked me, he said, give me a mice to show you. He davened with it and everything. It's like, you can't expect you to make a bracha. It's for following?
No, I hold the lulav on the top, and I leave
Chayre
my
not
esrog in my box. By the
he
Ashkenaz,
did
they hold the esrog upside
if you
down.
take it without a bracha is also good.
I'm saying, can he make the bracha? That's where you...
I said chayre not because
It's done, the bracha is done.
he did already.
To hold the esrog upside down, and the minute I said that they do it.
Now let him take someone else's esrog and make a lulav.
Then you could make a bracha?
Yeah, because you have a suffix. Maybe your esrog was not good.
Maybe tomorrow. Really?
Al Rebbe says over here.
But Kofanim definitely shouldn't hold them together, and you shouldn't hold them at least where you hold it. Hold the lulav at the top.
If you hold it in separate hands, it's the
Separate hands is good because the mitzvah is putting them together.
Yeah, you have to put it together.
To do the blessing.
Oh, the lulav will not. No, it's not the same. Can't be. The whole world does it. Like that. No, I said maybe you should just do what the Ashkenaz do. The Ashkenaz take a lulav and esrog.
They turn it upside
esrog
down.
upside down. Then when they finish the bracha, they turn it because that's the right way. Then they shake the lulav. So he said to Rebbe right there, you should chas v'shalom to turn it over. But he's bringing it down that he said you shouldn't turn the lulav over. The esrog, the whole world does it. Rebbe can't.
Yeah, right.
Something like
That's
that.
that's what the vote does that
And
way.
especially also the first day when they make
That's why we don't put it together.
right. But they don't have no problem because it's upside down, and when they make the bracha, they turn it the right way, then they can shake it. But I'll call upon him.
If they
People
make
make
the
that
bracha.
mistake. They carry the lulav and esrog
If
together.
after they make the bracha. Then-
No, even I'm saying
the ones that
after
turn-
they make the bracha, they turn it to the correct way. But if you're going like this and holding before the people hold it, I now that Rabbi BOGOMILSKY said you have to hold 2 separate hands. I'm not good not to hold it in the same hand. But those people are holding it all in the same hand, and they're walking. They're holding
They did the mitzvah
They're
already.
holding their cup of coffee in one hand, And the lulav and esrog together in the same hand, and they're going to make a bracha on the lulav and esrog they put together already.
You hold the same hands, there's a day at Nakesi.
But they put it together with it didn't get to the other hand without putting the two hands together. He didn't pick up the lulav like this with the esrog. First he put them together and then he would do that. Just
Very good.
just
But
a-
the song,
yeah, just a thing to keep in mind.
Now that we finished with the Hoshana Rabbah, so comes Daled. Leil Shmini Atzeres. This is followed by, at night, like this year, Friday night, will be Shmini Atzeres. Yesh Lahamtem, Shaloi Lakadesh Ad Halayla. The Shaigas say, if you're going to make Kiddush earlier, you have to make a Leisha B'Sukkah. So
If it's
therefore he
still
says to
daytime.
wait till it's night, and maybe you don't make any, you can say Shmini Atzeres Achagazah.
The whole world doesn't sit in the sukkah anyway, so they don't.
Umavochem B'Kiddush,
They would have to eat in the sukkah.
Umavochem B'Kiddush Shechayonu,
Night something.
by Kiddush you make Shechayonu, L'fi Shehu Regel B'fnei Atzmei. The Gemara says that it's a regel, Pazar Kashav. There's 6 things that the Gemara counts that's special, that makes it a separate yontif. V'ein mevochem Leisha B'Sukkah, you don't make a bracha Leisha B'Sukkah. L'fi Shebetila U'B'Kiddush, Aimim, Yem Shmini Chag Atzeres Hazeh, or we say,
Shmini
it's
Atzeres
Shmini Atzeres Chag Hazeh.
That's the reason he gives. That's the reason why you should wait till the night.
Right. V'im, he says, v'im oy mevochem Leisha B'Sukkah, habi tarta desasi. Because if you say, what is the reason he's saying to wait till it's night? Because if you go earlier, you have to make a Leisha B'Sukkah. If you make a Leisha B'Sukkah, then it's Sukkah, then it's not Shmini Atzeres. So make up your mind. So in order there shouldn't be any question, wait later, when it's definitely night, and then eat in the Sukkah.
he doesn't say anything about Hakafis. Who started and when started Hakafis?
That's a minig Asfadim, Chassidim. Eshkenaz doesn't make hakafas, no. In this shul, there was a time when they didn't make hakafas, and then when they came in, people like after the war, from Holocaust survivors, and they came from Hasidic backgrounds, so they used to daven, and the people went home, and these people remained over here, and they made hakafas Shmini Atzeres at night. Leil Shmini Atzeres, v'chol hayom, oichem b'sukkah, ela she'em mevochem, k'mo shekasavnu, u'achar hagamar oimem yihirotzim. Now, when he means u'achar hagamar, he means Shmini Atzeres in the afternoon.
Yeah, before the
You know,
last time you walk
what
out.
we call gezagen is a chut sukkah, but we don't say the hirotzim. We go in the afternoon and we eat something in the sukkah. You're going something in the sukkah. And he's saying that over here, l'achar hagamar, so they would say yihirotzim, u'be'inyan hashena b'sukkah, yesh makilim, even those that sleep a whole sukkahs, but sleeping they're makel. V'chein noigen, avu hanochen lahachma. He says, the kids are going to a yekka sheyid. The yekka should have certain things that they're very strict about. Even when they used to shave with covered Shabbos. And they used to not use any metal. They had a powder. And the powder would burn. If you left it on very long, it would burn the skin.
And then they had a piece of wood.
Yeah,
and
they
wiped it off with a piece of wood.
clean it off.
That's
So
what he
son
said.
just told me from
They used to come
Australia.
to
His
shul, the whole
Zayd-
face was
Yeah.
his
burning.
Zayd was a
I
yakeh,
know.
Yeah.
and he was a sheikhit.
Kind of zog us.
And the Chassidim
I
asked the
know
Rebbe
a
if they could eat
person
from
who's
the
like-
shechita. And the Rebbe says, if he's a
There was a
yakeh,
guy in camp.
and everyone over there shaved, you can eat from it.
I'm telling you that by
Because
the
in Poland, then you shave.
that's by the yakis. I told you that they're very. They were
Say
very.
again? Is
Yeah.
that-
There's a yakin in Australia that he was a sheikhit, and it looks like they want to make shachtim.
I don't know if they still have that powder or not. I don't know
If they
what.
can eat from
There was a
it.
guy, Ruby
But
Mandel.
I remember people had the powder. People had burns on their skin because they left the powder too long.
When, before my generation, but there was a guy, Ruby Mandel, he worked in Camp Amuna, and he would use that. He would come, his face was burning red.
Oh yeah.
That's what he used
Tell
to say.
you.
He would never put it out. He was from the Mandels, and he used to be busy with through next to snow.
That's why when we went to Shulchan Aruch over here that before Yonte, Megalchim,
Doesn't mean with that.
it doesn't mean that the Chassidish people. By them, the Giguach was a real avoider, you know. B'shmini samach ha'chashecha, yochel ufanes es ha'kerem min ha'sukkah, l'tech ha'bayis, אבל לא יסדרם ביום, משום דהבי כמייך מיונטה וחברים. In other words, setting, you're allowed to take out the stuff from the sukkah, but you shouldn't set it up like in order. And some of the reason why they did this is because they needed the sukkah to dance in it, maybe also. They used.
Well, that's the reason why.
I think so.
So what means they don't make the set? So you're bringing your table and your chairs and your benches, and you don't set it up in your house?
Yeah, you don't put it away in the storage or where it
Where it
keeps
usually
it.
would be.
Yeah, just as close to the space. Okay, I think we can stop over here. We'll finish mission tomorrow.